The rule that we will save the school money by counting ketchup as a vegetable. In addition, janitors will double as bus drivers, and each student will now bring his own toilet paper.
God, I hate this Bickle guy. He's a cost-cutting bureaucrat.
Oh, this guy is the worst superintendent we've ever had.
Yeah, well, I had it up the hill with this guy. Look, my name is Darrell L. Hughleys, and I didn't move all the way out here to pay 4 times as much in taxes just so my kids could get half the education.
Yeah!
You're still getting half? Well, then I'm not doing my job. Okay. Future savings will be realized by retiring the deadwood from the cafeteria staff.
Wait a minute. Can't retire them. They're not even old. Don't you worry, Mabel, Hazel, Stinky. I got your backs. Look at them. Their hands don't shake. They still have half their teeth. And Florence there can still button up her pants. Let's win one for the old girls. Who's with me?
Yeah! All right. What passion? Okay, then we'll keep them. Yeah. And to pay their salaries, we'll eliminate reading. All right, next point. Yes, the budget for Mr. Ballard's student spring concert.
It's called Nixon in Prison, a Motown Review. I'd like all of you to come.
I've canceled it. It's a waste of funds.
A waste of funds. My play is genius. It is my best work since my all-nude animal version of Damn Yankees.
You mean the one with the shaped chimps in baseball uniforms? You know, one of those chimps bit my wife?
Yeah, well, I heard it was the other way around. I wouldn't take that if I was you, Chuck.
What would you do?
Stand up for what you believe in. Like Rosa Parks, Dr. King.
Mr. Bickle, either you put on my play, or he'll quit. You put on my show, or I will quit.
Excellent. I accept your resignation. Next order of business.
Sorry, Chuck, but I heard they're hiring in the cafeteria. How you looking handy? Look, baby, I don't think we should send Michael and Sydney to school tomorrow.
This from a man who insisted Michael go to school the day he got his tonsils out.
Come on, baby, all that crying was getting on my nerves. But this is different. We're talking about Chuck Ballard here. I mean, you know how people act when they get fired. They show back up to work with a duffel bag and an attitude.
Can you blame him? Music's his life. I feel sorry for him. Man, one day you wake up and you're teaching music, and next thing you know, you're moving to L.A. with your wife and giving up a chance to play for the Detroit Lions.
Honey, you blew out your leg. You're almost 40. Let it go. This is about poor Chuck.
You know, Dad, you really ought to give Ballard a call, because it is your fault he's out of work.
See, Michael? I told you it was true. Dad, every time you go to a meeting at our school, there are consequences and repercussions. Like when you said all the lab rats free. And now Ronnie has to get those shots in the stomach every month.
Hey, is it my fault that little boy smelled like cheese?
But Mr. Ballard was my favorite teacher. Because that's the only class he ever got an A in. Well, with that whiteout. What about the spring concert? Yeah, Daddy, I had a big solo.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get another teacher who will put on a lovely low-budget production.
You know, it's these bottom liners like Mr. Bickle just cutting school budgets all over the country and hurting our kids.
I think it's that premature baldness that make them so mean.
Maybe we parents should just kick in some extra money.
Why? You just gonna spend it on Rogaine? Oh, come on, girl. He's bald. I'm a jackass. It's what I do.
You can't give the school extra money. It has to come from the state.
Oh, yeah, so all the money goes into important things like the football program.
Hey, we football players had a very important function. Now, without us, who would have lowered the grade curve?
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I rest my case.
Hello, children. Remember me? I used to be your music teacher. But don't hate your father. It's not his fault that I have no idea where my next meal will come from. But somehow, like Gloria Gaynor, I will survive.
Look, Chuck, I really feel terrible about what happened. You know what? Why don't you let me float you along till you get back on your feet? Look here, will $4 cover it?
No. I will never accept charity. Now, you'll excuse me. I have to go home and paint myself silver so I can entertain the crowd as a robot at the Sherman Oaks Galleria.
Dad, what about that job in your loading dock? You said any idiot could do that job.
Yeah, Michael, but you can't work till you're 16.
No, Hughleys, I'm that idiot. I'll take it. A loading dock at a vending company. I'll be just like Marlon Brando on the waterfront. Only I'll be drinking Fresca.
Look, excuse me. What are you guys doing? This ain't showtime at the Apollo.
I'm sorry about that, boss man, but Mr. Ballard here says I have a perfect falsetto.
Oh, I always thought they were just really bad implants.
Mr. Hughleys, could you please refrain from discouraging my students? This woman has a dream.
I have a dream.
You have a job, 2 kids, and no husband. Get back on the phone.
Hey, yo, Chuck. I was out back practicing my solo. You know, when you sing into the dumpsters, you get some mean reverb, man.
Whoa. Save your voice. You might need it for your new job where you're gonna be yelling, clean up on aisle 7.
Sorry, D, but it's like my brother Briscoe says. Singing while you work is the only thing that keeps you sane.
Zap your brother Briscoe's on the chain gang.
Yeah, but he's got a song in his heart and he hasn't shanked anyone since they gave him back his whistle.
Come on, Chuck, what am I gonna do with you? You know, you do less work than the guy with no arms the government made me hire.
Hey, man, what happened to that dude?
I had to let him go. Caught him stealing.
I promise you, Mr. Hughleys, I earn my pay. I've organized all the snacks from the lowest calorie to the highest calorie, and I also fired that cleaning lady who thought she was too good to mop a bathroom.
Chuck, we don't have a cleaning lady.
No wonder she was so upset. Who's in charge of calling employees who've been accidentally fired?
I don't know, why don't you wait by the phone and find out? Look, Chuck, I'm sorry, but this just is not working out.
Sorry. It's just that I hear music everywhere I go. I mean, listen. Shh. You may hear Funyuns, but I hear play that funky music, White Boy.
Hey, look, Chuck, you leave me no choice. I'm going back down to that school, and I'm gonna get your job back.
What if it doesn't work?
Well, just do like my mama used to do in the government cheese line. Beg like hell.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say sleep with the store manager. That's what...
Hello, students. I'm Mr. Schipple, your shop teacher, and now your new music teacher, which is funny because I hate music. Mostly because I'm partially deaf, due to spending many years by the bandsaw. So, when we do our solos, we're going to want to aim for this ear, okay? Now, who can tell me what softwood this is made from?
They've replaced Mr. Ballard with a shop teacher.
How is he supposed to teach the clarinet with only 7.5 fingers?
With his socks off.
Hughleys, for a high school dropout, you sure spend a lot of time here. How did you get past security?
Easy. I told him I was a drug dealer. How you doing, Tattoo? Deplane.
You think you're funny, don't you, Hughleys? With your jokes and your funny business?
Okay, Mr. Bickle, I'm gonna get to the point. The other day when I said Mr. Ballard quit, I mean he quit like when you say you quit drinking or smoking. I mean, you mean it when you say it. But there you are, a week later, drunk and burning a hole in the couch.
I'll have you know, Mr. Hughleys, I am a recovering alcoholic.
I know, that's why I said it. So how about it? Is Mr. Ballard back on Monday?
Only if I am dragging him behind my car.
Are they letting you drive again? Oh, that must be step 13, huh?
Oh, here's one that sounds perfect for you. Actor wanted. Must be at least 18, open to new experiences, double jointed, and not allergic to leather.
What kind of paper are you people reading out here?
We just saw Daddy down at school. Yeah, we think he's trying to get Mr. Ballard his job back.
That's wonderful.
Boy, Chuck, I tell you, first Daryl gets you fired, now he's trying to get you rehired. What must it be like to be Daryl?
It's exhausting. Oh, hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm exhausted. You have no idea what it's like to be me.
So what am I doing on Monday? Riding to school on the bus or jumping in front of it?
I have good news. You are no longer being replaced.
Hooray!
Daryl, and the bad news?
Bad news? All right, Mr. Bickle and I were talking, and talking led to shoving, and somehow he eliminated the whole music department.
What? Thanks a lot, Dad. If you were going to wreck a program, couldn't you have gone after math?
Wait a minute, it ain't all bad. You should have heard the cracks I made about that man's mama. Even the police was cracking up.
He was meeting my friend.
Hey, girl, so your kid's still mad at me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I don't care. I ain't poor no more. I can get me some new kids. They auction them off every day on eBay.
Well, honey, they're upset. You know, they just lost their whole music department.
Girl, who are we fooling? I done heard those kids play. And that shop teacher is lucky he deaf.
Hey, baby. Do you remember the song that was playing the first time we held hands?
Girl, I wasn't reaching for your hand. Oh, of course I do. It was Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, The Closer I Get to You.
That's right. And the first time we kissed?
Let's stay together. You know, in fact, we may never have had Sydney if it wouldn't have been for that song. I ain't gonna bump no more with no big fat woman. Well, that and that half a bottle of Boone's Farm. You know, when I think about it, every important moment in my life has a song attached to it.
That's right. And music is a universal language, and that man has no right to take that away from our kids. I mean, who knows? Michael could grow up to be the next, I don't know, Al Green.
That would explain why the boy don't like grits.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta get back to that school. And instead of picking a fight with Bickle, you gotta reason with him calmly and get that music department back.
I will.
Good.
But I want you to know I did not start that fight. He did. He hates me. Just because I got all my hair. I bet he'd be happy to be nappy. Let me ask you something. What was the song that was playing when you first kissed your lovely wife?
There wasn't any music. I didn't want to wake her. What is your point?
The point is that you should reinstate the music program. Music is so important to everyone.
Your wife sent you here, didn't she, huh?
Good one. Good one. So, what do you say?
No.
Okay, how about this? Let Ballard have his spring production, and then you'll get to see that you have a great program and a great teacher, and then you can bring them back.
All right. You've made a good case. I'll let Ballard do his pageant. One condition. You apologize for everything you've ever said about me.
Okay. I am so sorry.
Publicly. Attention, children. We have a very important announcement from Michael and Sydney Hughleys' father.
All right. Look, kids, I realize that in the past I may have said some things about Superintendent Mr. Bickle that were in error. Please don't make me do this.
Come on, Nipsey Russell. Do you want a concert or not?
Okay. Like when I said that the only difference between Mr. Bickle's head and an old woman's butt was the line that ran down the center. Well, what I meant was that the old lady's butt has more hair on it.
Hughley!
And less winkles. And if you want to see a really great production, come on out and see the West Hill School's joint production of Chuck Ballard's Motown Review.
This school is not going to pay for that.
Okay, then I will. Brought to you by Hughleys Vending in association with Oprah Winfrey. Hey, kids, here's a quick joke. 3 drunks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, Bickle, who are your 2 friends?" Stop it! This is terrible. What are you doing?
Relax. We're just warming up. Give me a break, Hughley. I'm going to give you the most mainstream show you can get.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
All right. Children, turbans on.
Wait a minute. Turbans off. This ain't 7-Eleven. You're supposed to be doing a feel-good review of Motown music.
I am, beginning in 3rd century Pakistan. Don't worry. In the 4th hour, we're going to do Love is Like an Itchin' in My Heart.
No. Here's the deal. You got an hour, no turbans, and no stupid stuff. Oh, and you got to end with my girl. It's my wife's favorite, and I am paying for everything.
All right. course we are. Music is my life.
Do you remember what we did to this song?
Well, of course I do. To that romantic dinner, and then we ran out without paying. Hey, baby, how's the game?
Oh, listen to my baby sounding all professional.
I'm digging this producing thing, but my true passion is directing. Hey, wait a minute. Where you guys going with our instruments?
Your instruments happen to be property of the school, and I just sold them.
Sold them? But the kids have a concert.
That's not my problem. Guess I just beat you at your own game. Good night, Mr. Hughleys.
Daddy, they took our instruments. Yeah, they called Ronnie names. Names we didn't even know.
Don't worry, Hughleys. I know exactly what to do. Kids, let's sneak out the back and go to Baskin Robbins, okay? Run, quickly, like rodents.
Wait a minute. You can't run. We got a packed house. Whatever happened to the show must go on.
It died with Ethel Merman.
Oh, look, Ballard. The other day, you told me that you heard music everywhere. Well.
Hey, now you're tripping, all right?
What are you hearing now?
Nothing but the voices in my head telling me to flee.
Wait, listen harder. Look, when I grew up, we had to learn to do without. Like, I learned how to read without books. I learned how to count without numbers. And Sap, he learned how to tap dance with nails in his shoe.
Shoes? I wish.
Look, these kids do not need instrument. All they need is imagination. Imagination and a great teacher. And Ballard, you are that teacher.
You're right. I am that teacher. You go stall them, because I'm starting to hear music.
Me too. Like what's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Those Funyuns just kind of go right through you. Excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Womp.
The rhythmic styles of the 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, directed by Chuck Ballard, who was recently fired from our music department, which we no longer have, both eliminated by Superintendent Bickle.
Let's kill her!
No, that's not the answer.
Then let's kill the shop teacher.
No.
Then quit working us out.
Did you see the look on those kids' faces? That's why we need a music department. That and great teachers like Chuck Ballard. Now, who's with me?
Great news, everyone. I just got a telegram from the governor. Per your request, I found enough money to rehire Ballard. Stop. Good work as usual, Bickle. Stop. Your pal, Governor of California.
Let me see that. We did it!
You did it. You finally beat that guy. You saved the music department.
Girl, all in a day's work.
Thinking about that night.
What night?
Boy, you know what night.
Oh, Sookie now.
And guess what I've done?
Oh, look here, Boone's Farm. November, one of their finest months. Wait, this is how we got Sydney. Oh, we were so blessed with her. This is also how we got Michael. I can't do that again, baby. I'm sorry.